What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching, subscribing, and liking. And we're here today with a brand new NHL 20 GM Mode series. In honor of my recent move from Connecticut to Missouri, we're going to be taking over the defending Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues. Now, this is a bit of a double-edged sword for me as a lifelong Bruins fan. Just watched them lose Game 7 at home to St. Louis, a team that I think most people would agree the Bruins were much better than. But this is hockey. This type of thing happens, and I'm over it. Clearly. Not bitter at all. Anyway, all right, let's get some settings going. I think for my first one, I'm just going to... I think we'll just go with all the... We'll just go super basic. We'll shut off all the fog of war, morale, all that stuff. So we'll just keep the salary cap and the CPU trades on. Alright, go into some rules and settings. Quick settings. Alright, I don't know what this is. Injuries, we'll leave them on, so it's more realistic. Franchise mode, CPU difficulty. I always play on Superstar. However, somebody told me that this actually doesn't matter if you're not going to use any gameplay at all. So... but whatever, we'll still put it on Superstar. Make it seem like it was harder. Alright, salary cap on. Trade difficulty, put on hard, always. Waivers, I'm just going to shut them off. Waivers annoy me. I don't want to deal with it. Auto scouting, I don't like having that on. Auto coach management off, okay. And then advanced settings, see if there's anything. Alright, so head coach edit lines, no. So NHL, I like to have both on, and the reason is because sometimes you just don't want to put a player back in immediately because you want them to fully heal. Whereas minor league, I always just put it on playable because developing a player is always more important, so I just get him back in there as soon as possible and hope he doesn't get re-injured. Alright, auto-rotate goalies, fine. Whatever, this is all fine. Head coaching, no. Trade offers, yeah, it pains me, but we'll leave them on. We're just going to get so many bad offers with guys that shouldn't even be on our trading block to begin with. Retired jersey, fine. Blockbuster trades, we'll just leave them off. Okay? Is that everything? Alright, let's get started. Keep salary cap on. Why? We just put the settings that we want the salary cap on. Why would you then ask me if we're going to leave the salary cap on? No, EA, I haven't changed my mind in the last 37 seconds. Okay, so the important thing, so what I always like to start with when I take over a new team for the first time is go into trade value. So go into where's the proposed trade and see who your most valuable players are and where they are in their career path, and that'll help you kind of determine what the best course of action is, whether you feel it's a rebuild is necessary, a complete teardown, a rebuild on the fly, compete, that type of thing. So, alright, so first things first, they've got us this Contender Status. So I guess that should prove that the Blues aren't all that great, right? Because they're not even champion and they just won the Cup. Like I said, I'm over it, not the least bit bitter. Anyway, alright, proposed trade. So the first thing I want to do is let's go to add item and take a look at our most valuable guys. Okay, so we have 3 elite players that are our most valuable and then 2 right below them. Okay, so our top 5 guys by trade value are all right in the prime of their career, 26 to 29. So that tells me that the move here is obviously to just compete. Got a lot of guys that are ready to play now. And the thing about, that are in the prime now and that are excellent players, and the thing about St. Louis is they also have some younger kids that are kind of NHL ready or on the border of being NHL ready. Guys like Thomas, Kostin, all these guys. Kyrou, Barbashev, Dunn, Belay, Fabry, guys like that. So, yeah, this is, should be a good team. Should be good to go. Let's look at draft picks. You always want to make sure you have all your firsts. Anyone who's done a bunch of these has done that thing where they've torn down a team and didn't realize they didn't have their first because the team in real life had traded it. They hadn't, but the team had, so they didn't have it. And let's look at goalies. So we got Jordan Binnington and a bunch of garbage. Binnington, I think has probably the biggest jump of any player from NHL 19 to NHL 20. Was he like 74 overall or something last year? NHL 19. Okay. So, compete immediately. It seems to be the obvious path. Defend the Stanley Cup, so let's do that. Let's take a look at... how do we want to look at this? Let's look at contracts and just kind of see where we're at. So, goalies. Binnington and Allen. It's fine. Binnington, this guy who's on his last year, we're obviously going to try to re-sign him when it comes up. And then Jake Allen has got, yikes, 2 years at $4.35 million. At least he's an exact starter, so if in the event that, let's see if they have him for starter. No, okay, they got him as backup role, but in the event that Binnington gets injured for a short time, Allen will be fine. All right. And, okay, let's go to defensemen. All right, so Pietrangelo, one of our 3 elite players. Parayko, Dunn, Bouwmeester, Edmondson, Bortuzzo, Pulio. Okay. So as far as contracts, Pietrangelo wants an extension. Let's see if we can get that done immediately. Because obviously, if we're going to compete, any simulation that involves us doing well, competing in the immediate future is going to involve this guy. He's one of the best defensemen in the league, 89 overall, 2A. Okay, so he wants 7 years and $6.6 million. Now he's 29 years old. For me, that's a little... I like to only go to about 34, 33. So let's see, 7 years, 6.6. So if we say 5 years. Okay, so it's roughly the same. So yeah, all right. He wants roughly the same regardless of contract length. So 5 seems fine to me. He wants 6.6. So let's see if 5 at, I don't know, 6.2 gets it done. All right. Dunn doesn't want to be extended. Bouwmeester. So he's 35 years old, 81 overall, 3.25. I don't feel like we need to extend this guy, at least not right now. All right, let's move on. Forwards. Okay. So we got Tarasenko, O'Reilly, Shen. Okay, Shen is up but does not want an extension. Perron, Schwartz, Bozak, Steen, Thomas. Who else? Sammy Blais. So Sammy Blais is one of those young kids we were talking about that's kind of NHL ready, and could turn into a serious player, top 6 medium potential. Although he is 23 already and only 78 overall. All right, so let's see. He wants 1 year at 1.85, 2 years at 3.075. All right, I'll give him the 1 year he wants. Let's see if that gets it done. And is that it? So we want to go all schedules. We want to see in the system if any of the guys want extensions. Dachin, Schmaltz. Okay, so this guy's top 4 medium potential, but he's 25 already and 78 overall. Yeah, none of these guys look like... let's see what this guy wants. Yeah. Schmaltz. 2 years at 1.5. Okay. Alright. Okay, so now we'll just go to roster moves and get our lines going. See what we got. Who's coming up, who's going down. Alright, so goalies is fine. Binnington and Allen. In the system, who do we got? Husso, Fitzpatrick, Hofer. Okay, so thing is, should we suffer a goalie injury, we don't want to bring up Husso. So we're definitely going to have to add someone. Alright, let's free agents. And sort by goalies, and see who's available. Alright, so we need someone who wants a 2-way contract, who's willing to accept a 2-way contract, so Cam Ward. Okay, not interested in a 2-way contract. Chad Johnson, no. Alright, so let's, you know what, let's sort by 2-way. Okay, Eddie Lack. Okay, so he's fine with a 2-year contract, or 2-way contract. By the way, a lot, I say 2-year when I mean 2-way a lot. Hope for the context, you guys will be able to figure that out. Alright, what are we doing? Roster moves. Okay, so goalie is going to be all set if Lack signs with us. Now, defensemen, alright. So, 1, 2, Pietrangelo and Parayko's our top 2, and then, okay, not a lot here in the system. Wow, a bunch more guys. So 3 more guys. So we got... I want to play 7 on the main roster. So we've got 10 defensemen. So this team has a lot of defensive depth, but doesn't have much in the way. Doesn't have much in the way of like top end talent. It's only one elite defenseman and one good defenseman, I would say, and then the rest of these guys. I mean, we got a couple guys that are top 4 role, but yeah, I mean, all right. So see in free agency if there's any defenseman that can help us. So we want to sort by, what are we doing? Just did goalies, so let's do defensemen. And overall, okay, so here's one. Jake Gardner, 83, top 4 exact, age 29, and he wants 1 year at 1.2475. What do we have? So we've got 8.1 million in cap space, so this should be good. Okay. All right, so this guy can definitely help us immediately. He wants 1 at 2.475. Well, that's pretty cheap. I guess we can assume that these guys that are on the trade or on the free agency block, I guess, are just like guys that. I guess it's just guys that didn't sign in the offseason or something. I'm not sure. All right, so let's pay him more so that he definitely comes to us, because the only defenseman on the as a free agent that could make a difference for us. Because the rest of these guys, we have a bunch of guys that are in this quality. Okay. And last but not least, we'll real quick look at the forwards. So let's go to roster moves again. Alright, NHL Forwards. Alright, so we want 14 forwards. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. What? Who is this? Mackenzie McEachern? 26 overall left wing, 25 years old, left wing, 69 overall. Nice. I mean, who would this guy even play in the playoffs? Who is this? In the system, okay, so really not much for the NHL roster in the system. Kostin and Kyrou are guys that we want to play. Kostin and Kyrou guys we want to play on the top line in the minors, and then I think bring them up either next year or if there's injuries or at the trade deadline if we're out of it or something. So, okay, so forwards. I mean, a lot of depth here. Steen, Thomas. All right. So we got a lot of. We got 3 first line guys, 3 seconds, third. So this team's kind of got some depth, the young depth kids. All right, let's see if there's anybody that can help us on the free agency market. All right, so we're gonna go forwards and sort by overall. And okay, there's some guys here. All right, so all these guys like want 1 year. They're pretty cheap, and there's no other teams interested. This is weird. Is it always like this? I guess it's very rare that I try to sign with second year status mode, try to sign free agents. I don't know. Does that always happen? All right, so Thornton, we have a lot of two-way forwards and stuff, so Thornton for sure can help us. And he only wants 1 year, which is all you'd really want to give him anyway. And then Brassard or Zingle, Maroon, Vanek. Do we need another sniper? Let's see, any of these guys want 2-way contracts? No. Okay. Zingle, Brassard. We have a lot of centers, so this guy can help us also. I mean, we've got 8 million. Let's spend it, right? All right. That should definitely help. So, oh, you know what? Let me real quick look at. I want to look at contracts. Okay, so yeah, all right. So this is gonna be a problem, right? Because we got 47 out of 50. We just offered 6 guys. Yeah, that's not good. So we're not gonna get all of them if we don't open up contract space. Wait, 6? We said a goalie, defenseman. Okay, so yeah, 2 extensions, which won't count. So 1. We got to open up 1 spot. Let's do that. Let me see. So we got all those defensemen. Maybe just get rid of one of them. All right, so defensemen. Let's sort by overall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 are definitely going to play. Then we got, all right, who do we got? Bortuzzo and Gunnarsson. So these are some, all right, Bortuzzo and Gunnarsson, these are a couple guys that, these are not desirable contracts. I mean, Bortuzzo's already 30, Gunnarsson's 32. I mean, and not that 1.3 and 1.7 are all that expensive, but we have so many other guys that I feel like are similar and can just play that maybe we just see if anyone wants Bortuzzo. Oh, wow. Okay, 15 teams. Nice. All right, so Arizona 3rd and a 5th. Boston 3rd and a 4th. They're going to throw in this guy. We don't need that guy. We can't take any more roster spots. 4th and a 4th. 3rd and a 5th. All right, so we got a 3rd and a 4th from a bunch of different teams. It's kind of like the worst teams are offering us a 4th and a 4th. Here we go. Minnesota and perfect. Alright. What is this? So I want to go back to, well, whatever. We'll just do best lines for now. Alright, who else? Is there anyone else that we can, so who was the other guy we were just talking about? Gunnarsson. Let's see if anyone wants this guy. 11 teams, okay. So the same, roughly, alright, looks like roughly the same. So the Bruins give us a 3rd and a 4th. Toronto, Washington, whatever. That's fine. Okay, perfect. Now we cleared out some of the logjam at defense. Perfect. Alright. And we can bring up guys as needed. And this gives us room to even sign someone else if necessary. Again, we'll just go best lines for now. Okay. Now, let's real quick go over coaching staff and scouting. So let's look at coaches. Oh, look at this guy. Rick Carlisle. Who is it? Raphael Carl. Veterans. Teaching specialty veterans help prevent veteran players from declining. Combination of coaches teaching attribute this will help dictate whether or not a veteran. Okay, wow, A's all across the board, and he's good with our veterans that'll help him prevent from declining, so that's awesome. All right, associate coach B. Okay, this guy looks like he sucks. All right, maybe we get rid of D- goalie coach. And let's hire coach. All right, so we want hire coaches. We want NHL associate, right? No, assistant. NHL assistants, so that we can play him at goalie. Sort by overall. Okay, they're all C. Let's see if there's a goalie here. Okay, this guy's a C-. I mean, that's a little better, right? This is not D-. I didn't look at his, you know what? I didn't look at his, like, stats. Or yikes. Teaching specialty goalie. A teaching specialty of goalie will help develop and grow goalies on your team. Oh, okay, so this is actually what we want then. That's cool. We want an NHL goalie coach, and we have... Oh no, we only have 1 point... Oh, we only have 191,000. That's not going to work, is it? That isn't going to work. We can't afford any of these guys. What's up with that? And why so little money? So now we have no goalie coach? Is that how that works? Now if I... How about if I get rid of these? I've never done this before. Alright, let's hire that guy again. Alright, hire coaches, NHL assistant. And who is the guy? was C-, right? Where's the guy for goalie? Was this him? I think this was the guy, right? I don't know. Alright. Okay, we got 703 to give him, so we got 1 year and just see how it goes. Okay. Marcus Klingberg. I don't know how that works. Alright. And then now let's look at scouting real quick. Alright, so now that we got our coaches, offers out to coaches, scouts, again, this is the standard, and free agents, this is the standard preseason 1 nonsense that you kind of have to do. So let's advance a few days one at a time. Alright, salary cap, we'll get back to that later. Advance. Alright, okay, so goalie coach is in. And now we'll just go by the scouts one at a time. I feel like we did this wrong. I'm going to look back and see if this scout... Oh! Click through whatever that was. Trade offer of some kind. It would look like Minnesota. You can go back and freeze frame that in editing and see what that was. Alright. Okay, so Stanley Blade took the extension we offered him. Lack. Okay. Lack is in. That's good. We're going to need him. Thornton, nice. Gardner. Zingle, beautiful. Okay. Alright, so let me make sure the scouting is correct first to make sure I did that. I feel like I did that wrong. Alright, Russia, perfect. So Liga, SHL. So then we just need one of these guys to go to Allsvenskan, whatever that. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Alright, actually, NLA, okay. So NLA. Okay, and then what's the last one? DEL or something extra. So yeah, one of these guys is gonna go to DEL. Okay, so this is what I want to end up with. Alright, two in W, 2 in O, 2 in Q, 1 in West, Central, East, 1 of each of the small European, so actually again only DEL bell, and then 2 in the big Scandinavian, SHL and Liga, and then 1 in the small Scandinavian, Allsvenskan, and 2 in Russia. And that adds up perfectly to 20. So that's where we want to be. Alright, now let's set up our lines. Alright, oh, champion status, look at that. So signing Jumbo Joe really helped, and Gardner. So roster moves. Alright, so goalie. Binnington Allen is good, and then in the system we've got Lack for injuries, and then some depth behind him and guys that could grow. Alright, defensemen. So we want 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, oh, right, Gardner. Why do they put the guys in the minor leagues? I don't understand this. You sign in 83 overall and they ship them to the minors and leave, like, you know, whoever up there. Alright, and then we got tons of depth if needed. So at least 2 guys that can come up, Dutchin and Schmaltz. And then we got 2 more guys that aren't going to play, but in the majors, but, you know, or at least minor league passable. And then forwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So we got Thornton, Zingle. And then that means, okay, obviously this guy's going down, and then I guess Sanford. Okay. Okay, so edit lines. Let's start by going... stop it. Alright, let's start by going best lines and see what it looks like. Okay, wow, so they... Okay. This is weird. They put Zingle on the first line with O'Reilly and Tarasenko. That's a -2. Chemistry, not what they call good. So let's see... let's see if there's... So Thornton should play with Tarasenko, right? Because the rest of our centers are two-way and defensive guys. Zingle, Shen, Perron. Oh, we need O'Reilly up there, obviously. Okay, or does Perron play with Schwartz? No. No. How about if we switched? No? Still no? Alright, Perron here. Okay, there we go. And then what, Zingle? No. Steen. Alright. O'Reilly, Shen, Schwartz. So we... Is there anyone else that... I mean, O'Reilly, Shen, Schwartz, no chemistry at all. And then if we were to play Zingle... who do they have scratched? Blake, Pulio, Barbashev. Fabry. So I wonder if we get one of the centers, one of the young centers in here, if that helps. Let's see. Yeah, there's a +1, okay. Bozak face-off to 86. He's obviously going to be better than Barbashev. Okay, so I guess this is it then. Shen, O'Reilly, Schwartz, Perron, Thornton, Tarasenko, Thomas, Zinkville, Sundqvist, that we do want to see. Face-off 75. Face-off 64. This guy's an actual left wing, so I'll move him over there. And then Fabry, Bozak, Barbashev. Alright, I mean, not awful, not great chemistry, but at least no negatives and some positives on the bottom here. Alright, defense. Parayko, Pietrangelo, no chemistry. Gardner, Dunn, there we go. Very nice, +3. And then Edmondson, Bowmeister, that's nasty. So let's see. Oh yeah, we got no OFD down there, so maybe there'll be chemistry here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. Boom, Gardner and Dunn. So Parayko, Pietrangelo, Gardner, Dunn, Pulio, Edmondson. Perfect. So let's run through some special teams this week in this real quick. So what I like to do is I like to take my guys and keep the same lines for special teams. It's kind of OCD, kind of anal, but I don't know. That's kind of what I always do that. I don't know why. It also does make switching players in and out easier when you have injuries. So we're going to put Perron, Thornton, and Tarasenko on our top power play line. So Perron, Thornton, Tarasenko, and they're going to play with Pietrangelo and... Nope. Alright, let me see. Shen, O'Reilly, Schwartz. Alright, so Shen, no, that's right, and then O'Reilly there, Schwartz there. Okay, now. So who can play with these guys that could have chemistry? We do have Pulio as an OFD. We can try him. We have Sniper, right? Let's try Fabry. No, let's try Pulio. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, Perron, Thornton, Tarasenko, and then so that leaves Shen, O'Reilly, Schwartz, Gardner, and maybe Dunn gives them some chemistry. We can play 2 defensemen, right? No, Parayko's obviously not going to work. Who's the other guy we just tried? The Sniper, right? Let's try Fabry. Fabry, Dunn. No. We got one more chance. We'll go with Barbashev was the other guy. Let's try that. Maybe that works. Oh, we still got Thomas too. Nope, isn't happening. So I guess then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put left wing. I'm going to put Fabry in just for Sniper and to help grow him and Dunn. Okay, so that's, since we're not going to have any positive, that's fine. All right, 4-man power play. So again, I'm going to do... All right, O'Reilly, Shen, Schwartz, Gardner. Wow, that's a -1. Shen, O'Reilly, Schwartz. Shen, O'Reilly, Schwartz is -1, huh? Maybe offensive defenseman with him? Okay, well, at least we're back to 0. Alright, penalty kill. Who's it going to be? Bozak, Barbashev, O'Reilly, Shen. Okay, there we go. Bozak. And we have Zingle, right? Let's try this guy. Really? Bozak Zingle, no? -1, huh? Alright, whatever. That's fine. And then 3-man penalty kill, O'Reilly. And then Bozak, no, we don't want him. Anyone else? No, goodness. Oh, this guy isn't supposed to be. Is it Edmondson and Gardner? Edmondson. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, we have to get this -3 out of here. What is going on? Alright, how about Shen or something? What? Why is this happening? Like this? Whatever. Okay, I don't even care anymore. Special teams. Extras, do we care? So, Tarasenko and O'Reilly can be our extras, and then shootout. So generally what I do is just go all skaters and shoot and sort by shooting for shootout. So Tarasenko, Shen, Schwartz, whatever, Perron, Zingle. Tarasenko, Shen, Schwartz, Perron, Zingle, whatever. Okay. And then just want to make sure they've got Jordan Bennington in there. Perfect. Okay, good. And now we'll switch to... Alright, best lines for here. Alright, so we want these three on 73 face-offs, 78 face-offs. So we want these three because these are the guys we most want to grow. The rest I don't really care, although look at that chemistry, is pretty good. And then defense, Wallman, Schwartz, and Dodgen as +1. Wallman's a guy we want to try to grow, but whatever, that's fine. We'll keep him on the second line for now. Goalie, what's his name, Lack, should be in there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a reasonable team. Seems like it could be okay. Alright. Good, good. Ready to go? Okay. I think that's everything. Let's sim to regular season and get going. Oh, yep, Pietrangelo, I forgot we offered that guy, so that's great. Very reasonable contract, good extension, get him through the rest of his prime. Poli in a 6th for a 6th and a 7th. I don't know what that is. Probably should have taken that deal simply because that guy's got 2 years left. And get rid of him because it looks like we're going to be under a bit of a crunch with the contracts because we're already up against all 50 now. Alright, so I always click through the first go to assign scout because if you do that, then the second assign scout, you get to go further. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this, find prospects, and we're going to scout them for the whole season, and then just do it once and be done with it. We're not going to scout individual players. Alright, so everyone's up through September for the entire season. September 2. Perfect. Alright, we're ready to go. St. Louis Blues Stanley Cup defense. Okay, we're going to start right now. Take a quick break, be right back, and we're going to try to defend the cup. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.